Okay, so I was looking at the stuff on the hard drive the other day, and I decided I wanted to do the flood match game that I was talking about the other day. This one ends just a real long game that ends up really close. We nearly lost this. And once again, I think I failed to, I really need to get in the habit of showing the scoreboard once in a while, because it does make a difference. You know, the number of people on each side and who's on each side and who comes and goes during the course of the match. It makes a difference. But it's really hard to get in the habit of showing the scoreboard on a regular basis. I've been thinking about that and trying to do it. And it's pretty labor intensive to watch the comings and goings. You get a little tiny message there that tells you when somebody comes in and goes out, but it's hard to keep track of that. I guess ultimately I'm guilty of just looking at the score, basically. Did I manage to steal a walker here? This is something I really try to do as often as possible. It's surprising how often you get away with this. You just get up close to the walker there with the hamster ball, and inevitably, sooner or later, the pilot's going to jump out and try to averil you, and then you just get out of your hamster ball and you take his dark walker away. And of course, the ultimate goal would be to get away with the dark walker before they kill you. I did manage to kill the pilot twice there, but you know, naturally, you know, they're not, you know, you take their dark walker and you know they're going to sound the alarm. You know, they're not going to let you get away with that. That would be great, though. One of these days, I'm going to manage that. Yeah, stealing the Dark Walker and getting it back into our own team's territory, so that we've got both Dark Walkers on a fairly long-term basis. That would be cool. I'd like that. I've also figured out how to. I've also managed to master. Well, I've semi-mastered the technique of using the Dark Walker to get the nuke. You can drive the Dark Walker up onto that walkway and then drop down onto the walkway, grab the nuke, and then jump back into the Dark Walker. You can manage that. If you mess it up, you'll fall off the walkway and you'll leave your Dark Walker stranded up there, and then you have to figure out a way to get back up there really quick before somebody on the enemy team jumps up there and steals it from you.
Attack the enemy.
And I'd like to get that into one of these films at some point. Oh, there's the scoreboard. Yeah, I'm in first place at this point, and we've got an extra man on our team. I don't know how long that'll last. Yeah, somebody's just joined blue here though, so maybe that just evened up. And oh yeah, we've got him down to 63 points. Yeah, now blue's up, man. Yeah, so I am showing the scoreboard here a little bit here. That helps a little bit. But yeah, as you see, we're dominating in this part of in the early part of this match. Got most of the map under control. We got him down to 63 points. I think I might manage to cap here. Yeah, there we go. So let me see if we manage to take a few more points off their core here. I probably ought to put on my glasses so I can see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the end of that run. They've got their nightshade hanging around their prime, which a lot of people, you know, they don't approve of having the nightshade in that position, but it will make it harder to cap. Anyway, our orb is out. Our orb is well, no, our orb is not out. Okay, that's why I hang around here with the hamster ball. You get right there in position. You can, if the guy comes in from above, it's a little hard to hit him. But if he comes in from the back there like that, you can just roll right over before he even sees you. Okay, got the nuke. Center's under fire. Might have to go back there and try to take that up. Yeah, I seen the blue orb on its way to center, but I'm gonna race him. And gonna take their prime before he can get there. So center's orb is now stranded. Blue's orb is now stranded at center, and we've got their prime again. Although again, their shade is over there. And I don't know if we're gonna capitalize on that. Oh, there we go. I hate it when that happens. I always hit the wrong button and end up minimizing the game. No, I don't think we managed to capitalize on that. We're down to 46 points here. And probably there's going to be a few player switches in here, and then blue's going to start doing a lot better. And they've got their orbs stranded on the ground right there, so I'm just sitting right here ready to run over anybody that comes over this way. Although we've got our Dark Walker covering the situation also, so I'm kind of being a little bit redundant. Core is again available, so I'm going to race over there and try to make it. Probably won't make it. Yeah, their core just went down, or their prime just went back up again. I'm going to go back up here and attack the walker again, and it would be really nice to get to steal the walker twice in a match, but I don't usually get that lucky. I am going to manage to, no, didn't manage to get him. I'm going to have to race the blue orb back to center. Had to jump out of that hamster ball because I was getting ready to catch an Avril. And for once I was fast enough to get to it, but then I killed myself. Yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that. You know, I like to fling the flak ball sideways, but then if you run behind a post just as you fire, you're gonna kill yourself. So you ought to have a big warning label on these guns, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be in trouble, you know, operating real equipment this way. This is probably not the way you should deal with actual stuff. So. And here we go. Yeah, you can see now we're not doing so well. I was kind of wondering why he dropped me off here, but it became apparent because I didn't see the blue orb on its way, but he was there. So now I have to try to stay alive here for another 5 or 10 seconds until I can cap the orb back. Yeah, there we go. So we've at least got our prime here. Having done that much, I really don't have any business grabbing the orb again because I'm down to 28 hit points. But since nobody else is doing it, I guess, I don't know. I'm the fool that feels like he has to do it, so. And our prime is going down, but I wanted to cap the mine while we still had a chance to do it. But yeah, I ran into the blue shade. He was hanging around up there just waiting for me to try that. This is something the blue shade likes to do, is he likes to sit up there on that platform, being invisible like he does, and just wait for the orb carrier to race in there madly, trying to save the situation. We've got 8 seconds on the flood, not going to make it. So we're getting ready to lose 20 points here. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to wait to make another run with the orb here, see what we can do with that. At this point, things are going very badly for us. And it's going to get very close indeed. Once again, I'm going to get up here just in time to try to save our prime again. Hopefully I'll manage it this time. I'm just going to cap. I'm not going to play games with it. I'm not going to sit there and try to avoid fire while holding the orb there. I'm just going to cap it and let somebody else run the orb again. And since somebody else already had the orb, I'm going to come back here and try to get this flood under control for once. And again, yeah, we did get it that time. Good. Because if the enemy team figures out that they can rack up 20 points on a regular basis, they're gonna do it. And I'm gonna get this guy with it. That's a decent shot. Yeah, I meant to do that. Yeah, it's not that hard.
I have the orb.
Okay. Nothing here. I'd probably like to follow the orb carrier since he doesn't have a taxi. You can at least escort the guy if you think he's going the right way. If I don't think he's going the right way, I'll let him go. Because I'd rather be where I'm needed than follow him to somewhere where he's being useless. In my opinion, it's just a snap judgment. There, we just lost our prime again, so this probably was a pretty good place for me to be, because we need somebody here to take the prime back. Hopefully I'll live long enough to help out with that situation. Oh, there's that blue shade again. He was being a nuisance, wasn't he? I think I'm about to die. Yeah, there we go. He's laying spider mine. That probably is a pretty good place for the blue shade to be, although he's probably not going to live long there. If you want a long life in the shade, you probably want to be at flood or center. They tend to last a lot longer in those positions. They probably do the most good in those positions. desperately trying to get our prime back here. Probably just cap it again if I live so long. Yep. Oh, didn't make it. There's that blue shade again. Yep. Oh, we capped it though. Good. Flood's down to 33 seconds. We do kind of need to take that back again. But the orb's going the other way. Screw Flood. That's only 20 points. We can afford to lose that over and over. Yep. And the blue orb's hanging out there.
Attack the floodgate node.
And I didn't even see what hit me there. But we're about to lose another 20 points, I think, unless we can manage to knock out Flood in the next 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. I don't know what. I wasn't watching what happened to our orb there, but yeah, I feel like he definitely went the wrong way that time. Should have went after Flood. In my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but we definitely lost 20 points, and now we're losing our prime as well. Where is our orb, by the way? I don't see it here. Yeah, here we've got blue camping out at our core, which is a sure sign that things are going very badly. It's now 20 to 6, and we're just about halfway through this video. So yeah, you can see things are going very badly.
Attack the flood.
Yeah, I kind of figured they'd take Flood again. So since I didn't have the orb, I figured I'd let our orb go to center, where he's basically hanging around being useless. I would prefer that he cap that so that somebody else could run the orb back over this way or somewhere else more useful, like to the enemy prime, for example, because he's not very likely to run it to enemy prime from there. He really needs a taxi, and there's not really any good vehicles over there generally. There's not really any good takeoff spots. It's a lot easier to get a good taxi going from the core than it is from center. Yeah, you can see he's just kind of hanging around being useless, and now he's dead. But now at least somebody can grab the orb and move it somewhere useful. Meanwhile, the blue orb cap center again. But we've got Flood, so we're going back and forth a little bit here. Here comes our orb again. He's headed towards center. Let's see if he makes it. Meanwhile, I'm trying to hold on to Flood here. He's close. He's still moving. He might make it. Looks like he did. Well, yep, there we go. So yeah, now we're doing a little bit better. We got Flood and center. See if we can hold this Flood for, well, it looks like I'm dedicated to holding this Flood for 42 seconds, which seems kind of unlikely the way things are going. Wasn't hit anybody. No, we didn't get it. But our orb's coming in. Looks like he had the bright idea to try to hold Flood with the orb, which is not something I usually approve of. And while he was trying to do that, we lost center, of course. He was knocked down on just as he arrived, and our orb got sent back to core there. Don't think I'll probably... Yeah, looks like I will get it this time. Okay, so we got a taxi. Might go for center if our prime stays up long enough, but it doesn't look like my driver thinks that's going to happen, and I probably agree with him on that point. Actually, we probably that's hard to tell, but the driver there looks like he was determined to stay at prime, and yeah, I can't really argue with him. I mean, I'm not going to try to get to the center on foot. So yeah, somebody else has got the orb, so I'm going to go over here and try to support Flood, which is now ticking down. And yeah, it's got 40 or 50 seconds on it, which is a fairly long time. But the way things have been going, it kind of depends on how the team is doing. If I don't think the team's doing so well, I'll tend to go over here to Flood and give us some more room for maneuver. And managed to take it down that time, but Blue's capped it once more. But no, yeah, it's red again, and here we've got the blue orb trap. Somebody jumped on it. Blue's got center, we got Flood. Nobody's got the orb. I'm gonna go back there. I'll probably get there just right after somebody else grabs it, and I did. Looks like he's gonna have himself a taxi there. I could have stayed out of this vehicle, but it is tempting to jump into it, even though it probably is better to leave it there for the next taxi. But yeah, especially if all you're going to do is lose it right away. Flood's ticking down. We do have center. We could go for enemy prime or Flood, either one. There's somebody blocking the way to Flood there, so the orb took the alternate route. He'll probably... Oh, yeah, there he went to Flood. Good, we got it. So we kept the blocker there busy while the orb went the other way, so that's always good. No taxi available.
I have the orb.
So I could, yeah, probably just take it to Flood. Although our Prime's now coming under attack, so once again it's looking bad. Just gonna manage to cap Flood. And then back to core, try to grab the orb. Nope, somebody's got it. So I'm gonna go back to Flood. If you don't have the orb, probably best to cover Flood and Prime. You can jump back and forth in between them depending on which one's in the most trouble.
Grab your orb.
And I saw somebody coming after that orb, so I had suicide on it. Looking very bad. We don't have Prime or the Flood, but there's 50 seconds on the Flood, so I'm going to concentrate on the Prime first. Probably a sniper over there on that building. We got past him. Just managed to cap Flood, cap Prime. Don't mess around with it. Just cap it, and then go back, get the orb. That gives us about 35 seconds to get Flood. So hopefully, nope, they're going for center, which means we're probably going to lose another 20 seconds. Going to get a lucky shot there with the sniper rifle. And unless we can cap Flood here, it's I was expecting to lose the match at this point because our orb looked like he was going to run. Now they're trying to bring in the orb to Flood, but it's a little late. They should have went straight there. Although there was a lot of defense there, they might not have made it anyway. Yeah, they were attempting to get it there towards the end, but yeah, we're gonna lose another. Well, it's a fluke here. There's a bug or two in the system, and once in a while, even though you've only got 20 points, if you're lucky, the Flood will only take 19 points, and you're left with 1. That happens once in a while. Not something you want to count on. But we definitely can't afford to lose Flood again. Neither can Red, for that matter. Yeah, it's 6-1. Neither team can afford to lose the Flood, and naturally, there's going to be a lot of attention diverted to Flood at this point by both sides, and that's really how this is going to end up. It's still necessary to hold the Prime, of course, but not quite as essential to hold the map. Mainly have to keep Flood from timing out and hold your Prime. Can't really wait for the timer to time out either, because we're going to lose that race. If this goes into overtime, we're going to lose this real quick. Even if we hold the entire map, I think. Don't think we'd win that.
Attack the floodgate node.
So we pretty much have to get the Flood to time out or hit their core. Either one.
Remain.
But we definitely can't get can't let the core time out. And so I'm gonna get, yeah, this isn't gonna work either, because they've got their orb here, shielding the node, and he's a little hard to hit with the Nemesis, and the Nemesis is a little too vulnerable for that, so that's not gonna work out. We are 15 seconds away from losing, and there's a lot of vehicles over there in Flood. I think we managed to cap it. Yeah, we're good.
Attack the enemy prime node.
I've got the orb.
Yeah, we're getting close here now. Looks like we're gonna try. I don't know where this guy's going. He's going to center. Yeah, I was a little bit perturbed by that move of his. You know, I was like, why are you taking me to center under these circumstances? It's one of those situations. I want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt, but I really have to question his motives on that move. He should have took me to Flood and helped us try to hold that, because that's really the only chance we got to win this. We got to hold Flood another 17 seconds, because there's only 50 seconds left on the clock. If this time's out, we're dead. 9, 8, yeah, we're gonna win it here. 7, 6, 5. This is the team's kind of woke up. This is where we need to be, and that's gonna do it right there. Yeah, so a good match. Have a good evening.
Red team wins the match. Blue core ready.